Hello and welcome back to Newsroom Nigeria. This is where we give you hot, fresh, and sizzling news all day long. If this is your first time here or you haven't subscribed to this channel, please make sure you subscribe, like this video, leave your opinions in the comment section below as well. Breaking news: Supreme Court justices sharing $200 million bribe collected from state governors. Supreme Court justices, under the leadership of Justice Olukayode Ariwoola as the Chief Justice of Nigeria (CJN), have been busy sharing over $200 million bribes they collected from governors across party lines who were seeking the apex court's favorable ruling following the 2023 governorship petitions, Jackson Ude reported. Aside entering a deal to work with Bola Tinubu ahead of the 2027 Kano State Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf of the NNPP allegedly paid $15 million to the Supreme Court justices. The Kano APC governorship candidate, Dr. Nasiru Gawuna, led by former Governor Abdullahi Ganduje, also paid $15 million. But after losing out from the ruling, Tinubu secretly called the CJN to direct the justices who handled the Kano governorship petition to refund the $15 million collected from Gawuna and Ganduje, and then directed Ganduje to work with Yusuf of the NNPP after entering a deal with Rabiu Kwakwaso ahead of 2027. Zamfara Governor Dauda Lawal, Bauchi Governor Bala Mohammed, Plateau Governor Caleb Manasseh Moswang, Rivers all paid $15 million, $20 million, and $10 million cash into the vault of a corrupt Supreme Court justices. Others who made bribe payments to the rogue Supreme Court justices are Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, Cross River State Governor Betty Otu, Enugu State Governor Peter Umba, Ebonyi State Governor Francis Nwofuru, Abia State Governor Alex Oti. They all allegedly paid between $15 million and $10 million in bribes to keep their jobs. Curiously, after getting victory from the Supreme Court, the governors heaped praises on Tinubu for not meddling in the decisions of the Supreme Court. Unknown to Nigerians, while the praises were going on at midnight, Tinubu was calling the CJN and requesting refunds for some APC governors' payment and entering a 2027 deal with PDP governors. It's quite unfortunate that everything in Nigeria has become give and take. Like, what do you want? What do you have to offer for you to even get to places in Nigeria of today? You need to bribe your way into places right now in Nigeria. Nigeria of present, if you don't have money, it will be very difficult to really get what you want, because look at the government offices. Even when you go there, if you don't drop anything, they will not even attend to you, because people expect you to always, bring out cash, settle people. Nigeria is as if corruption is now ingrained in the fiber of our society in Nigeria. It's like we cannot even do away with corruption. Corruption starts from the head till the bottom. I am telling you. I always say that, because you are just an ordinary local government chairman, you who is an ordinary government civil servant, how do you behave at your workplace? Do you expect people to pay you before you actually do the job that you are being paid for? Is that not what we find in our government offices? Then before we now start talking about the president, the vice president, the speaker, the senate president, and all of that, now to the judges, gone are the days when they will say that, the court is the last hope for the masses. Like if you know nobody, you are very sure that when you get to the court, you will get the correct judgment, the right judgment in that case. But these days, the judgment always goes in favor of those who have the most money to dish out. It's so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate. No wonder all of these governments were busy thanking Tinubu. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm wondering, like, what's happening here? What's going on? Why are these governors, even though they belong in the opposition parties, they were all thanking Tinubu like, as if Tinubu made it happen? I'm like, wait. So the president has to influence the judiciary for them to do their job, or for justice to be swayed? I do not understand. Like, it's just not the right thing. Now, allegedly, all of these justices are now sharing money. You guys remember when Buhari decided to arrest some of those justices immediately, he became the president? Money in different currencies were found in their houses. Money that you shouldn't even find with a judge, more money than they earn. And we begin to ask this question, that how did they come about this wealth? How did they come about this money, if not for bribery? So my question now is, what is the essence of a court? Because the court has failed woefully at its job. So what is the essence of a court? Why do I need to take matters to court when I can take laws into my hands and get the well-deserved justice? Why do I need to go to court when there is no hope that the justices in court will give the right judgment to the right person? You might still be right, and you go to court, and then you still would not get the right judgment, and the judgment will be given to the wrong person, even though the lawyers are able to argue the matter, argue. It's just so sad that this is what Nigeria has been reduced to. This news is by Jackson Ude, by the way. You guys, let me have your thoughts in the comment section. What do you all think about all of this? Like this video, subscribe like I said. Before we go, let's just take a look at one or two reactions and comments online. Onwa Bueze says, please, if I may ask, someone said, if you have evidence, you should write to who? EFCC, ICPC, Code of Conduct, and relevant authorities. Please forget. If you already know what will be the outcome, will all these criminals in power with the CJN as their own playboy? Imagine, you guys remember when the Senate president mistakenly blotted out, national television, that senators, as you are going home this weekend, you will be receiving alerts just immediately after the screening of ministers. And it was, we got reports allegedly that all of the ministers that were screened dropped a certain amount of money, which the senators are going to share. Nothing happens freely in this country, my people. Nothing happens. Like I said, if you want your way, you need to pay. Even at the airport, you will pay. You see how people will be tasking you. If you don't have money to drop, your passport would not even be stamped. It's so bad. You guys, let me have your thoughts in the comment section. Like I said, thank you very much for always listening and watching. I will see you all in my next video. Bye for now.